Hey, good people of YouTube. This video mainly addressing what Stefan Molyneux his latest video was about, and should I just get a bit of info here? Basically, he goes on to say, his video is called "I Hate Coal." All right, and it goes, there are not many things I hate in this world. Being cool, quote unquote, is one of them. Now, and he goes on to say about to get onto the definition and staying on track, etc., etc. Once you get out of the fictitious mindset, just stop thinking about cool as in like what the fictitious world likes you to think of cool, which is what's trendy, what's etc., etc. And there used to be a time when even in the fictitious world, being cool was actually practical as well, you know. So, you know, you would have a drink, you would maybe, veer off a bit from your train track, quote unquote. And I'll get back onto talking about the train thought of about the train track, etc., etc. Now, those days are long, long gone. And if you and there it wasn't so far away in the 90s. Okay, if you were a genuine cool person, you were somewhat successful, and you preferred to, and especially I'm talking about people, especially the Eastern European bloc, that we were, and this is a very good example of what's happening to me here, that I'm trying to break away from a system that is more communistic, more suppressant, more oppressant, in terms of, at least back then when it was communism, you could feel it, you could touch it, you could smell it, Nowadays, it's not like that. You live, quote unquote, in the free world, except it's all a big bubble created for you. Matrix, matrix within the matrix, within the matrix, within the matrix, lie within the lie, within the lie, within the lie. And those people that were like that were people that, one, had free will. Okay? So these people had free will. And usually if you can fathom that, if you can understand that, you don't jump into things that will destroy you, that will wreck you, for just to be the trendy hippie, up with the times sort of person. I mean, if what if and this is a good thing that somebody said on the internet recently. I think it was from a song, actually. Some Romanian guys that they're really good at, really gifted at rap, and hip hop. They've gone real hip nowadays themselves. They've lost that as well. That's fading away as well. But some still have it, underground hip hop, stuff like that. People that make music not for fame and not for money, to put out a real message to try and help the world. And basically, they went on to say that, what if you're going to get orders, like if you're a cop or people like that, just people that have or a soldier or something, if they're going to turn around and say jump in the fountain, and this is I don't know if it applies to English, but we've got a saying, if everybody starts jumping in the fountain, as in like killing yourself or jumping off a cliff, yeah, in English is jumping off a cliff. If people start jumping off a cliff, well, you're going to jump off a cliff just because it's trendy. Everybody's committing suicide now. Let's go commit suicide. Woo! Take a selfie in a video while you don't. I hope people can start to understand where I'm coming from. you know, and why some of us that were born in the 90s and that this brainwashing and this loss of will and the loss of power of will uh, didn't just disappear like that, you know, how it disappeared in some people. Maybe some people, it was just bred out of them. It was bred out of them, okay? Because if I were to fall back into some sort of sleep and just start walking around like a zombie and just do everything, be like a yes man, you know, and not protect myself, and you know, because a lot of times that's the thing. No one wants to see you succeed. They're not. If I go and fall back asleep, I'm not gonna have like a perfect life, and you know everything will go smooth, and I'll get the Lamborghini or whatever. And that's the thing. What I want, they can't provide to me what I want, because my I formed myself way back in the day, and who I am, it's good. It's not bad. I'm not a narcissist, you know, bad person to. So that's kind of where it's at. I hope some people can understand. And then there's more at the other train of thought that I was on, the train, which in reality is not really a train. It's we're all boats. Most of us lost at sea, never to return. And you want to try and navigate, okay? You want to try and navigate. If I'm getting mad waves on this side, I might pull this side. If I'm getting now mad waves on this side, I might pull this side. If I'm starting to get mad thunderstorms, I'm going to, you know, do whatever I can. Pull the anchor. Navigation. People don't navigate anymore. The ships lost at sea, anchor off, and I don't know, you know, sails right open, and just let it rip. Just take your hand off the you know, wheel, and just let it go. You know, let the ghosts control the ship. You know, I don't know how to explain it better, but that's what's happening. And if you are to, how he says, to you know, to stay on track and be successful, etc., you're gonna have to sometimes, quote unquote, compromise, but not really compromise. As in, like, you don't want to be stiff like a train on the tracks. Yeah, you've got a charter. You know where you're gonna end, where you want to end up, but you need to navigate, okay? And sometimes if you need to go right around the world to get there, well, be it, you know? I'd rather do that than get, you know, destroy the ship or something, you know? And sometimes, you know, it is how it is. For me to live this life and still go with the charter we need to get, and even it's essential, you know, if you've got your free will in that, you will do certain things that might slow you down a bit, or things of this nature. You know, it's not good to be an ist, okay? If you're trying to get rid of addictions, okay, you're not going to be able to go, sweet, from today I'm not having, you know, okay, stop eating food then, stop drinking water, stop breathing then, if you're going to be like that, okay? You may as well jump off a cliff. And that's what these people that are trying to control us, that's what they're actually trying to do. Because I've been studying the phenomena for at least 10 years now, something like that. And in the last 6, 7, actually, should I say, in the last 8 years, I've really done it, like, I've really analyzed it properly, in depth. I've sat there and thought of everything that symbolistically and otherwise has been pointed out to me. I've sat there and researched it and looked about it and analyzed my life and how it's being implemented in my life and things of this nature. And after many conclusions and this type of thing, I've zoomed out and I've started to get a very clear picture of where this ship's going, you know, and I've taken control, and I'm steering it where I want, which is to live and to do good and to try and get away from these pirates, should we say, because they're nothing else than pirates that are constantly coming next to your ship, and you have to go and fight them, and cannons going off, and metaphorically, okay, but that's what's happening to me. If I'm a vessel, that's what's happening to me on a daily basis, 24/7, ghosts and the lot. It never ends. And that's what I'm trying to do somehow, to better myself, to get the vessel as strong and as fast as it can be, to get the captain as wise and as, so I can get away from these pirates. And I don't necessarily want to battle them because they're lost at sea, and so am I, and I'm trying to pull in and get away. And they don't want that. They want to keep their hooks in my ship and bring me back into the depths of the sea. And I've been away and away and away on sea for way too long. Many of them probably wonder, like, how is he doing it, you know? The power of will. I've got a captain. I'm the captain. Even though they're trying to corrupt my captain, and they've more or less corrupted it time and time again. And with that, I leave you with much veracity and vitality. Peace. Do share, like, and subscribe. And I shall get back on my daily track here. And all the best.